Thanks for the background. Right?
I had to do that because when I went through your profile, I was like, yo, this is the man I'm going to interview tonight. I wanted to really have a deep conversation. I really want to get into you, shed up all the layers of your journey, and then,
Sir.
I hope some MCs or young rappers too then get to learn something from you as well. Yeah. How have you been feeling, Ghana? I mean, how long have you been here for?
I've only been here like a week and a half this time.
Wow.
But I mean, usually for the last 10 or 12 years, it's like every 3 or 4 months with the company, back and forth, foundation, back and forth.
Yeah.
But, I got kids now, so I'm anchored down a bit more, so I'm not here as much.
Yeah, I get that. Let's get into the conversation, though. So let's begin with the name, man. Why that name, and how does it reflect your spirit? Why that name?
The name was given to me actually by Sammy Bentul. Sammy Bentul is my older cousin. He's an artist, and I worked with him for a while in Atlanta, and he always used to call me Kromanteng. I was like, what is Kromanteng? He broke it down to me, and I said, wow, immediately I have to change my name from Peep Skills. I used to be Peep Skills, back in the day. That's what people might know me as, even in the high school era and things like that. But yeah, so that's where the name came from. And it has a bridge to Jamaica, of course. Jamaicans are very versed with that word, and it means something very special because of the maroons and the Ghana-Jamaica connection. So it's like the Western world and Ghana, which represents me as well.
The Maroons were a rebellious bunch of African slaves. Probably people don't know about them, but I mean, you shipped between Ghana and the U.S., and I want to find out how has that sort of come together to influence your sound?
Yeah, my sound is definitely influenced by an identity from Ghana, because I went to Achimota. So Motown. At that time, like, I mean, we were running around when Reggie was doing his thing, and my sister was running around with Reggie, and I was highly influenced by him and Side Lover, Kwasi, all of the guys that were around at that time. So I think that gave me the real African edge in the creation of my music. And as well, I mean, I'm Ghanaian. Both my parents are Ghanaian. I eat Ghanaian food in the house. I mean, Ghanaian languages are spoken, but it's just raised in America. So America is not all friendly to, all Africans. So growing up was a bit of a challenge. And so I was lucky I had Ghana to kind of anchor me down. So that just became part of my musical thing.
Identity, Obviously, you have a reflect in your sound. I mean, the balance in cultures. I feel like it definitely reflects your sound. But we'll talk about Reggie some more, because I'm always telling these young ones right here. I mean, some of the guys you see in the production in the room right now, that Reggie Rockstar was a major influence on most of us when he came back from the U.S. with the hip life movement.
Absolutely.
Like, we were looking at the very fly African, and most of us, I wanted to be like him. Like, for real, I wanted to be like Reggie
Rockstar.
He was the man, So I understand that influence, but we'll get into that dialogue. But before we even get there, talking about performing during talent shows in high school, man. What do you remember most about that period?
Wow, that period was full of battle rappers, and I mean, it was really competitive. You couldn't really just grab the mic in a cypher if you weren't an elite MC in a way. So that's what I remember. At that time in Ghana, there was a lot going on with different schools and talent shows and the competition.
What was your biggest takeaway from Reggie Rockstar's influence?
My biggest takeaway was just, energy. I mean, his energy and his vibe was infectious, and it wasn't just like on stage, just as a person who he is, he has good energy, positive energy, and that's what I most respect about Reggie.
Yeah, Reggie has that. Reggie has that. And let's look at, and then you shift from Reggie. A Tribe Called Quest also had a major influence from you based on what I read off of your profile. What drew you to that intelligent rap? What made you gravitate towards intelligent rap?
I think being honest, I wasn't raised in the hood. You know what I'm saying? I'm not African American, and it just the positivity of it and the creativity of it, I think. It just pushed me in that direction. I related with it more. But it's not to say like when Biggie came out and Nas and all these guys too, I related with that creativity. But I think my base is more of like a De La, Jungle Brothers. It was so creative, it made me want to express myself like that.
And then let's talk about you've been with Rough Riders, right?
Yeah.
And then Motown.
Yeah.
Universal Music. I mean, being in that space, I want to know, how has that influenced your creative discipline? I mean, because obviously that's a space where you get to learn from so many people. How has that impacted you in terms of your creative discipline?
I mean, it definitely, being in Rough Riders, seeing the volume of music that they put out and how it got put out, I mean, that definitely was a catalyst to my understanding about how much work you got to put in. And just kind of seeing the whole process, even in Motown, I mean, it was crazy to see like the people who are really making money for once in the industry and how they're making it and the contracts they got to sign. And I learned, I was motivated, but at the same time, to be honest with you, I stopped making music for like 2 years after I came out of working in the industry because I didn't see the use. Okay. It's an underground positive artist, you know, a lot of negativity was being pushed. Yeah. And so, you know, it helped me to understand things and motivate me in my own direction too, you know.
Yeah. And I believe it obviously like gave you the knowledge to be able to set up your own label as well.
Yeah,
being
exactly.
in that space,
And working with No Limit, like, I mean, seeing the independent features, you know, of how things work was much more appetizing to me. Like, I didn't want to be underneath a label and people telling me what to do with my time. And the money is there, but you really can't enjoy it. You know, like you have to really, tailor make your situation.
Your creative freedom is sort of stifled, right? Yeah, I get it. I get it. Let's talk about your debut album, right? Was AutoCAD.
Yeah.
Right. Which year did that drop?
That had to be like, wow, this had to be 98.
98, all right.
Yeah, like 98, 99.
Yeah.
I think 99 maybe.
Okay.
That was I graduated from high school, and now for all you people out there, yeah, I'm an old man, like 99.
OG.
Yeah.
I just want to know, I'm looking at AutoCAD, that debut album, right? How has your sound evolved since then?
Wow, okay, AutoCAD was like it's exactly the name, it's like a design.
Okay.
You know, this was the foundation of the structure. And then I think the live elements increased as I got older. I started using a lot more live instruments and really going into the music, singing more. You know, before, you know, you had to be an MC, a DJ, you know, a graffiti artist in hip hop. You really couldn't be a singer and an MC. Yeah. And now I think as I got older, I got more confidence with singing my hooks and stuff like that. So yeah, it just got more musical from that point.
You have about 9 projects to your credit, right?
Yeah.
You dropped about 9 projects.
Yeah.
Of all these 9, which one feels like the most personal for you? Which of these projects feels like the most personal for you?
Wow, the most personal? Dang, that's a good question. Charlie, like, the most personal one would be probably Anonymously Obvious.
Anonymously Obvious.
Yeah, I think I'll just say that one. That's hard. It's hard, but yeah, that's it.
But is there any special reason?
Well, rest in peace, DJ Mo Funk. He produced all of it. He produced 70% of my catalog.
Okay.
And this happened right before, like maybe a year and a half before his passing. So it was the last album that he was really involved in. And I think for me, like even vocally, I had my natural voice more and felt it more on that project. And I slowed it down a little bit, something I had never tried, and it was Mo Funk's suggestion that I do all of these things, and it really highlighted a different part of me creatively.
All right. Let's take a pause on the dialogue. So I feel like we for those of you who are new to my man Kromanteng over here, we need to understand how he sounds like. So we have a couple of visuals of his on standby. I just want my production team to drop one of his visuals for me now. When we come back, we'll talk about that particular song we just did. So if you're ready, let's drop one of his visuals. When we come back, we'll talk about that song, and then we'll get into another song, talk about that as well, and then stretch the dialogue some more. So let's check out the visual of Kromanteng right now, effective immediately.
Always to make your head nod. Always to make your head nod. Always to make your head nod. Always make your head bop. Always to make your head nod. Always to make your head nod. Always to make your head nod. Always make your head bop. losing control. Sometimes I feel like I'm losing control. Living life one day at a time.
Walking, breathing, living, be it. Beat rhymes when the beat hit. Designs on the cement. Often, reading, talking, believing. DJ for the evening, burning wax. What a sweet scent. Break us, break it, while waiting. Looking for the opportunity to be amazing. Me and Abadudo, do meaning twofold. All out, Ghana to Uganda, this ain't new though. Cool flow, Africans mastering it is new glow. Struggle music, this is what hip hop has been used for. Hustle through it, knowing that these styles will be useful. Suffer through it, loss after loss, stuck in neutral. From muscle to it, got my point across, got a few shows. Another student wrestling with dreams like a large, the culture is in charge. Kromanteng, Avalanche, soldiers of the cause. This is hip hop.
This is the life that we know. Trying to get hold of my life and my soul. I've been with fire, was mixed with the gold. Sometimes I feel like I'm losing control. Cause this is the life we know.
You're putting yourself into a zone.
I'm alright, so I plan for tomorrow. The life we know.
And once you're in that zone,
Living life one day at a time.
Every time I rock a rhyme, I always make your head nod, always make your head bop. I read like dreadlock.
music.
From this spot to next spot, sets hot, killing it like hemlock, put it down like headlock, rip it hard like bedrock. On a solid foundation that can withstand Mother Earth gyrations, and even though the good die young, hip hop taking over entire nations and thereby growing in multi-dimensions. Empire stretch wide in formation. Raw matter, more data, so gotta be free. And we in it, yo, surfing the wave. Copping D and being braids, how we told to behave. With some ill individuals patrolling the stage. Strife life at any minute, yo. Wake up today.